I chose it because I like how it is. And my question was, well, why do you want it to get bigger? We had good seats. We got to talk to Father Phil afterwards, and he was talking about growing the church. Like, why would you want that church to change? Why would you want it to have more people if you like how it is now? And my grandfather was like, well, that's sort of what you do. You want to grow the congregation. And I remember making my little donation, and my 4 or 5-year-old brain made the connection, and I was like, does Father Phil want more people in the church so that when they pass the plate, there's more people putting money in it? And right then and right there, Grandpa seemed a little less thrilled with me. And I was like, no, that's not at all what it's about. And I was like, okay, but still inwardly, I kind of sort of didn't buy it. That seed of mistrust about the collection plate and the financial gain of growing your flock has, over the years, morphed into me wanting to keep organized religion at arm's length, and has led me to think that ultimately growing your flock or your congregation or whatever it is all about money and all about power. Now, don't misunderstand me. That power and that money can be used for good. Often it is. Oh, by the way, my giving at the collection plate did come back to me many times over. I found out that a 50-cent donation at a church, not unlike a single loaf of bread that can feed masses of the hungry, 50 donated cents has a way of turning into a $7 Super Sundae and a $5 strawberry fribble after church. Got both of them. Thank you, 50 cents. But it's stories like this that do very little to dispel the suspicion that I've been harboring since I was about 4. About the Father Phils of this world, who, by the way, apparently bailed on the cloth to become an insurance salesman when he wasn't able to significantly grow the old flock. There's all sorts of pastors, like this one dude, Stephen Furtick, Elevation Church in Charlotte, North Carolina. Monumental controversy with his 16,000 square foot home. People like, yeah, why? Why does a man of the cloth get that? And he said, my wife and I made a decision. We built a house. It's a big house. It's a beautiful house. We thank God for it. We understand everything we have comes from God. He didn't apologize. He did tell his congregation that he's sorry they were forced to have uncomfortable conversations about his enormous mansion that he's living in. That was built with, that was built with sales from his book. It's interesting, right? What do you think? Is it wrong for religious leaders to have huge, expensive, extravagant homes? This pastor, he's like a lot of men of the cloth. He's like the Pat Robertsons of the world, the Joel Osteens of the world. A lot of the men of the cloth that have mad loot, they fall back on the old excuse. Well, the money for the house comes not from the collection plate. It's the sales of my book. Same way Joel Osteen has the, hey, I don't make any money from my TV ministry. It's all off the sales of my book. Here's the thing. Being on TV in millions of homes is kind of a time-honored way of selling books. Ask Oprah and her book club. Having a large and dedicated flock, pretty good, both when you want to pass a collection plate and when you want to sell something. Gives you a very big mailing list. Something to think about. I just hate you so much. I